Is Pahlavi involved in Trump's plans for regime change and for negotiations in Pakistan? So I guess we're asking both whether Pahlavi is actively involved in planning and whether the plans involve him.
So we know that the Trump administration and Princess Pahlavi are communicating. We don't know to what level and about what. I wouldn't expect them to be talking about the negotiations in Pakistan. I don't think that's the I don't think that's what the topic would be about. But we know that they are talking, Princess Pahlavi's team and the Trump administration, because a couple of times Princess Pahlavi came out and told Iranian people that something is about to happen and this is what we need to do beforehand, and then the Americans did it. And that the way that could happen is because I mean, it happened too many times, right? So it does suggest that Princess of Pahlavi knew what the Americans were going to do before everyone else, which suggests to me that there's some level of coordination between them. And also, other than that, Princess of Pahlavi came to and told the Iranian people that he knew that help is on the way before Operation Epic Fury happens. And given all the years I follow Princess of Pahlavi, I know he's very careful with not promising things unless he's sure. So the fact that he was sure that help is on the way also suggests that he's they're coordinating with him.
Uh,
I
okay,
don't know if that
Tan.
answers the question.
Yeah, does that answer your question? Do you have anything else to ask?
Can I say right now out loud? I'm just showing my camera.
Yeah, go on.
So currently I'm in a car. I'm not gonna talk. So I was talking to my brother about whether he's saying that Trump people are hating Trump right now. That like they're all saying Obama's making fun of him. They're all saying that every economist who has ever discussed with Trump is saying that his tariffs are awful or something. So I wanted to check with you, Armin, whether this is true. Is Trump really unpopular? Is everyone saying he's an idiot? Is Obama getting very popular in general in the West or in places that you've seen? I don't
Obama.
know.
How did Obama came into this?
I don't know.
Who's talking about Obama right now?
I don't know because okay, is
Nobody's
Trump
talking about Obama. Nobody's talking about Obama right now. Okay, let
okay?
me regard.
Actually,
So yeah, go on.
Samantha wants to respond, and I think she has some.
People are talking about Obama. What do you mean? Who's talking about Obama? A lot of fucking people are talking about Obama on the left, saying that
Who?
Obama had a perfect. Just a lot of people on the left are saying Obama, like
Mm.
Democrats, and yeah, are saying like Obama had a perfect. Like I disagree with them, but they are saying that Obama had a
Mm.
perfectly good nuclear deal with the Islamic Republic, and that
Ah, that's okay. That's the
would
same. Okay, but we hear that a million times. Okay, so they're talking about the JCPOA. I thought you were talking about Obama's economic policies because we're talking about tariffs. But yeah, we hear that all the time. Oh, JCPOA was working until Trump threw it out. Yeah, I heard that a million times, and it's on repeat. But when it comes to the tariffs, I think tariffs only. I'm only pro tariff if you're using it to you get somebody else to remove their tariff. So I'm anti-tariff. I don't like tariffs. I mean, I'm a free market guy, so I'm anti-tariff. Unless you are basically telling other people that whatever tariff you have on me, I'm going to match it. So it would be better for you to just remove your tariff. If you use tariffs to get other people to remove their tariffs, then I'm for it. But if you just put tariffs because you want to keep tariffs, I'm against it. But I'm a free market guy, so that's why I think what I think.
okay, but is Trump currently is he like hated by practice? Have you seen anybody who really likes him anymore, or is he just hated by everyone in America? Because people have been
I
telling me
mean,
that they've never seen a single person who likes Trump.
hated by everybody in America. Like, how could you even like? Do you know there's polls for this, right? So let me fix your question. Okay, your question is should be has his popularity been dropping? Okay, that's the question you should be asking because you can't say like does everybody hate him? Like how could that even be true? Like obviously not everybody hates him. Like he's not his like do you think that is it okay, let me ask you this, Tara. Is it possible that the President Trump's popularity is 0%? Do you think that's possible?
Absolutely not. But lots of people have not
Okay,
met
so
even a
why do
single
you
person that likes
okay, so why would you even ask that question? Like, is everybody in America hate him? So saying everybody in America hates him means that he has 0% approval, which you just said is absolutely not true.
it.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
let
You
me
cannot have that. Oh,
okay,
are
so
you
let me
saying
just
something?
answer your question. The question is that yes, his popularity has dropped.
Okay, because all the economists are saying that his economy is absolute bullshit or something.
I mean, I'm
A
looking
lot of
at the
people
stock
are.
market, and it's the stock market. We're up 27% S&P 500 year over year. So we seem to be okay. So year over year, S&P is up 26%. And we could see that we everything that we look at this, everything that we lost because of the start of Operation Epic Fury, almost all of it has been recovered already. I didn't even expect. I honestly I expected this to take a long. I knew it would recover. I mean, it might go down again, but the fact that it's already back up is actually very interesting, very impressive. And so many of these economists were telling us that Brent crude would be $200 right now, and it actually is. It seems like it's a miracle that it actually never even hit. So far, it hasn't even hit 120. And if you look at it right now, it's dropped back to 94, which is very impressive. It shows that the Persian Gulf is not as closing it is not as damaging as it used to be. Like this level of military operation in the Persian Gulf used to get you so much a much bigger spike than what we're seeing here right now. So a lot of these economists were wrong.
Okay,
That's true, but
Sketch, you want to reply?
Sometimes we have family, they're kind of in a bubble. Bringing them out softly is better. Sometimes it's best not to touch the subject too much because family is family. So you don't want to make politics this wedge between family. If your brother I hate Trump, and he's like in a bubble where everything he sees is anti Trump, he's going to have 20 economists that say it's bad. And the right side has 20 economists that say it's good. So when we're talking about family and political difference, sometimes it's best to prioritize the relationship. And maybe you can touch on it, but lightly. Don't let it become the center of it, because then you drive a wedge. And
Honestly, I'm honestly I don't approve of the way President Trump did his tariff policy. I would make it if I was doing it, I
reciprocal
would
you
make it
wanted, right?
reciprocal. Yeah, I would make it reciprocal and very simple, like very simple, very easy to understand. The way he did it, I do not approve of it at all, but I don't care because he killed Khamenei. Okay, so he killed Khamenei, and that's all I need to know. I have a lot of criticisms for President Trump, but all of it goes out the window. For me, as an Iranian, all of it goes out the window. He killed Khamenei.
Sherry, you get
and
2.5
Soleimani.
sentences, and then Samantha.
I just wanted to point out when it comes to, for instance, if you go into a courtroom of law, your defense will have their expert on forensics and the prosecution will have their expert on forensics. It just depends on who's paying them and what they're going to say. Keep that in mind when you're reading media.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Samantha, go ahead.
Am I allowed to curse?
Oh,
You can continue recording.
yes.
Right.
Fuck
Oh, okay.
Hezbollah.
Yes. Okay. That's very brave. Okay.
Okay, fuck Hezbollah.
Okay.
But like, I'm hearing that like the IDF is telling like Druze and Christians in southern Lebanon not to like hide Shia Muslims in like their neighborhoods, and like it's being compared to like and they're like comparing it to like people on the left are comparing this to like Anne Frank hiding in an attic, that like Christians and Druze are being told not to hide Shia Muslims, and I'm like, I was trying to like I was like asking everyone I know in Israel, trying to like figure this shit out because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are they misinterpreting? And now I'm like hearing like there might be some truth to this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, Anne Frank was not a terrorist, so I don't know if that
Okay, but
analogy
someone's not a
applies.
terrorist just because they're a Shia Muslim. Like, we can't.
Wait, wait, what is it? What is it that Israel doing? Is let me look this up. Is like you're just saying average civilian Shia Muslims
Yeah,
telling? So Israel is telling let me fact check this.
I see it
Lebanese
on New York
people
Times. I don't see it anywhere else yet.
not to hide Shia
in
civilian.
They're like a directive from the IDF. Usually they post that kind of stuff on their channel.
This might be fake news.
I haven't been able to find it. I've been like searching for like the normal channels and IDF channels and stuff, and like I can't find any info on it. But now I'm like,
So I mean,
Also, the
given how
claim is a
much
week old.
leftist
If it's a week old and we haven't heard it confirmed, it's probably fake.
Samantha, given how much people lie about Jews, you should be waiting for really undeniable evidence, like really credible evidence, before you start panicking over what Israel is doing. I mean, if I wanted to believe the things people say Israel did, they have completely destroyed all of the people of Gaza 8 times already. You know, if I believed what they say about Israel, I'm surprised anybody in Gaza is still alive. So I don't think that you should believe that the people are saying about Israel.
okay. I mean, I have a second question if like we still have time.
Yeah.
Worth recording.
Okay.
Why can't we just blow up the stock market?
Like
The
do
stock
9/11 again?
market, blow up the stock market. The stock blowing up the stock market doesn't like the because they will okay this because it doesn't blow up the stocks. If you blow up the stock market, the stocks will still be there, and then you may have a new building that will track the value of the stocks. The stocks themselves are piece of basically shares in companies, right, which have certain values. So if you blow up the stock market, it doesn't do anything to the shares of those companies. That building would the people working there will die, innocent civilians will die,
Okay,
and then
that's a
you
good
have
reason not
another
to do
building.
it.
Yeah, and then you will have
Yeah,
another
that's a good
building.
reason
Are you
not to.
against yeah, but are
I
you
don't want
against the
random people
corporate? But
dying. Let's not kill random people.
okay, but are you against the stocks themselves? Okay, because the stocks are
Yeah.
pieces of a company, okay? And the companies are businesses trying to make a living for the people who are working there. That's what the stocks are. Stocks are pieces of companies. Companies are businesses. Businesses are people going to work trying to earn a living by providing goods and services to people who need goods and services. And they're owned by people who are trying to save their money in pensions and investments. This is like your grandma and your grandfather's pension is those are the stocks. So like like for example, your grandpa has worked for years and saved this money and they put it in the stock market so that they could retire. So without the stocks, they have nothing now to retire with.
So we can't just free the world of the stock market.
No, stock market is just a way for us to see the value of the companies, of the shares of the companies, right? It's not like this. Yeah, you can't get rid of it because that is just pieces of businesses that people use to earn a living by providing to people goods and services that they need. There's nothing negative about it. And
Did maybe Olga
I
wants to respond?
Regarding different orders and directives, there is a site on the INSS, Israeli Institute of War, through Tel Aviv University,
which publishes the related directives and orders to Lebanese people, to Iranian people, and different things. There is no such thing there. I will find the link and I will share with you so you can be updated through that. So you can. But it's not typically to IDF to order something for Shia people specifically. It is typically for Hezbollah fighters. Like if they're searching for Hezbollah fighters, so please do not hide them, but not Shia people.
Okay.
I fully
So,
support killing Hezbollah Shaitan.
according to the New York Times article, it says that the IDF made private phone calls to local leaders to ask them to not accept and to expel refugees from towns that they blew up. Again, that's according to New York Times, so take that as you will. But I think the allegation here is more that they don't want like random Hezbollah people to go to neighboring towns.
Yeah, that's not Anne Frank. That's not like IDF soldiers coming to a home looking for a kid in an attic and then taking them to a concentration camp to be gassed to death. That's not the same thing. And I do want to.
But like it's there's still an issue.
Go
Like
on.
it's still not okay to like tell them not to take like for a town not to accept a resident just because they're a Shia Muslim.
It's not just because they're
It's not
Shia Muslim; it's because they're from a Shia village, right? So these
What if?
areas are largely split by religion.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Samantha. If I tell my daughter not to bring in, they see like a man saying, "Hey, I'm homeless. I need somebody somewhere to sleep. Can I sleep in your room?" Okay. And I was like, no, don't just allow a man inside your room late at night. That's a crazy thing to do, right? Is that like anti-men? Like, I mean,
No,
if there
but
was a girl, okay, so that just seems like you coming up with that policy is not you accusing all Shia Muslims of being evil. It just seems like a bad idea. And in the same way that statement to my daughter is not an anti-man, but statistics. We have statistics, and because of that, we know that that's a bad idea. But that's not an anti-male position, right?
And then
It just doesn't make it. Yeah,
Ray also
safety
wanted to
issue. Yeah, go on.
respond, and then I think that's it for today. And then Armin has to show something. Ray, go ahead.
Okay, Ray.
Hey, how are you? I don't see the problem with saying that you don't want to hide someone. I like it's really like naive to say Shia Muslims. It's not just Shia Muslims. They're talking about they don't want the Druze to take this risk because Israel don't want to attack where the Druze are, and they making it like a conflict. Like, I don't want to hurt Druze, but I don't want to. But you can't hide terrorist or someone that is fighting from your house in your house, and we will not attack you. So I will call you and tell you, don't do it. So we don't have this conflict. I don't see the problem with that. They can twist it
Right.
around and say this is like Islamophobic or this is against Shia Muslims. This is just twisting the words. That's all. It doesn't make sense that we will say it because we have no agenda to say such things. It doesn't make sense, like even war wise. Don't hide people who can shoot rockets or something from your houses because we don't want to attack Druze villages because we love the Druze. They are our brothers in Israel. So, and you are their family. We don't want to attack you because we have also Druze in our army. We don't want to do it. So that makes sense. But they're twisting it around like everything else in the news. That's it.
Wait,
That's what I think.
Ray, are you a podcast like YouTuber or podcaster? Like your equipment is serious.
Yeah, I'm like in the atheist line in Israel.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we talked once, and you said that maybe I will come and be a guest in your show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. But how do I contact you? Like, I could contact you here, but can you send me because my inbox is like big on, like huge, like it's like on school. So is there any other way to contact you, like on X maybe,
X, I
or
don't
somewhere
have.
else?
I have TikTok. I can.
Okay, send me on school. Send me a way that we could arrange like a show or something.
Armin, you wanted to show one more thing, and
Oh
also
yeah, no, this is this. I just also want to share this thing that Ali just posted in the chat, because this is I don't know if you guys realize how big of a deal this is. This is huge. Ahmed Vahidi, IRGC chief on Iranian Parliament Speaker Ghalibaf. This is what he said about Ghalibaf. The supreme leader isn't even buried yet, and yet Ghalibaf is already shaking hands with those who killed him. Oh snap. This is like out in the open. This is a huge level of escalation. Guys, these are the two highest officials within the Islamic Republic fighting. Like, it doesn't get like, I don't even know who's higher, but it doesn't get higher than these two people. This is a big deal. So I don't even know. Ghalibaf, is everybody thinks Ghalibaf is the biggest person right now within the Islamic Republic, but Ahmed Vahidi, he's actually, I think, a bigger deal. I think he's actually the guy in charge right now. So the fact that these two are fighting is huge, and now is publicly out in the open. Him calling out Ghalibaf right now, this way, hits Ghalibaf in such a way, like all the legitimacy this man managed to gather by saying Mujtaba Khamenei is, I have his blessings. It went all out the window by Vahidi now speaking against him like that. And it would be actually interesting if Mujtaba wakes up or whatever and comes and supports Ghalibaf, then that would put IRGC against Mujtaba, which would make it even escalate even more. This is such good news. I can't wait until I go to the show and show. Ali, great find. Thank you so much for posting that. This is such good news. This is what we have been waiting for. Oh my god.